Hello again YouTube, here we are with the final race at Daytona. They say save the best till last and that's exactly what we've done here. My best race and my best finish here at Daytona. A track I actually really got to love in the end. I really enjoyed the tight windy parts in the middle of the track, and then the back straight and the last few sort of roller coaster corners were absolutely fantastic. As always, like and subscribe. Every like and subscribe means so much. It helps the channel grow. Every view helps the channel grow, so I appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos. But anyway, enough of me talking. Enjoy the video, sit back, relax, and catch you in the next one. Okay, here we are again. It's Daytona. This is going to be one of the better races. Interesting new camera setup I've got. In screen, what is it? Double screen, isn't it? So I've got one view from the cockpit, so you can see what the steering wheel's doing. You can see the speed and the gears, and then the other view is from the far chase, which I think gives you the better view of the race. It's great to have that experience. You can see a lot more about what's going on. I know a couple of the videos I've done have been from the cockpit, but yeah, with a bit of feedback and a bit of jiggery pokery, had a play around, and I've definitely found that the far chase cam is better. But what I did find is putting camera in camera, screen in screenshot. Spend a bit of time doing that, so I'm upping my tech skills as well as upping my driving skills. But here we are, about to get started, following the safety car. It's about to pull in a matter of seconds. And here we are, pace car is off and we're about to get going. And as we see, a bit of speed up, green, 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 there we go, there's a call. So we are foot down, as fast as we can, trying to keep up with guy Nicholas, I think it is, who's the car in front. For this race I qualified second, which was a good qualifying actually, but the guy ahead of me beat me by 10, so when I looked at that I thought, probably got a bit of pace there, I can probably do well to catch him. It's probably not beyond my reach. But here we are, yes, going to turn 2. Take it a bit slower. I wanted to try and avoid as many incident points as possible, so I just slowed down, because if you go off on that left side of the track, it does give you a 1x, so doing all I can to avoid that. Here's my favourite part. Carry a little bit more pace through there. Bit too central for that braking point. I do need to go further right. But after the corner, foot down, quick as I can, get up to third. Try to brake just after the cones. Again, I need to be further right, but I managed to get a good line through here. And yeah, foot down again, trying to keep up with Nicholas and going in second through there, keeping it as tight as I can. I noticed there he touched the grass. That's important for what comes later, but we'll see that when it happens. But now the fun part. Again, I've said this in some videos before, this quick sort of left, right, right, left, I really enjoy. I'm confident with. I brake just after the one, slide up on the brakes, lift off, and then just sort of coast through and get the foot down as soon as I can. Really, I feel confident enough that I'm not going to go off the left hand side, because if you go off the left there, it's a slowdown penalty, as you saw in the previous video. You can get slowed down, and I feel that's a little bit harsh, but here we are, that's racing for you. But here we are going down the first long left-hander. You can see the pace I'm gaining on him, and I'm able to pull alongside before the second left-hander. But if you go further up, because of the banking, the high line is a bit slower, and it's not the best. So you can see that he managed to take first back, and he holds that position well. You know, good defending, good racing. I've taken that corner a little bit slower, because I do feel like I'm always going to go off and end up in the wall or end up on the grass in absolute runny race. Not my race even. But yeah, here we go again, lap 2. So still trying to keep the pressure on, slowing down a bit, trying to take this corner a bit tighter so I can get the power down a bit earlier, which I managed to do there. So I managed to pull back a little bit of time on him and try and get a little bit of a toe down this straight. And then here we go. Those are before the parts that I like most, the parts I'm really confident with. He gets that corner a little bit wrong, gives me a little bit of an in, he goes wide almost there, and yeah, I'm able to keep very close to him, and that was important. Again, braking just after the cones. Again, I could be a bit further right to give me a better angle in, to get a better exit. But second, holding it tight, trying to keep with him and keep the pressure on. But there we are, he just touches the grass and it spins him. And unfortunately that is me, well not unfortunately, fortunately for me that is me getting into first place. Sadly for Nicholas it did put him back a little bit. We did have a pack chasing with us. And yeah, that was a great first couple of laps from myself. I kept it clean, kept the pressure on, but never putting him under too much pressure to, you know, force him off the track or anything. I always wanted to race fairly. But yeah, after this part, it becomes a bit interesting because here we go on the banking again. This is it. This next part of the video is quite comfortable. This is what happens, or this is what I imagine it feels like to be Max Verstappen. You've got about, what? You've got a couple of second lead to the car behind you. I managed to pull that quite strongly. Here we are, lap 3. Still pulling away from the car behind and doing well, keeping the pace up. But yeah, after this is just a clean sailing race, and it's very enjoyable. But what we are going to do is we are going to jump ahead. So stay tuned, because coming up next is the final lap.
A few moments later.
Okay, here we are. Here's the final lap. It's a nice and easy stroll to the end for me. My main focus through the rest of the course was just keep it clean, keep it tidy. Like there, I took the corner a little bit slower than what I might normally have done, but my aim is finish the race now. I'm in first. I've been holding that. I've ended up with, I think, about a 7 or 8 second lead at one point. Very comfortable. There's never been anyone around. There are a few incidents that did happen, so stay tuned for them at the end of this video, because I will throw them in, because some of them were quite good to watch. There were some good fights, and a few incidents that obviously, yeah, is a bit sad, but hey, what can you do, it's racing. But yeah, here we are, getting ready for the last few corners. Again, keeping it tidy, not too much speed, not too much pressure on myself, just comfortable. I did almost take that a little bit too wide, so I had to control that well. Here we go, keeping it tight, drift out into the middle a bit so I can get a good turn and then a good run here, holding second all the way through that little corner, and then open up the steering wheel and power down. Here we go, just before we get to the last long bendy corners that are the roller coasters of fun, especially at this point, because I'm thinking here, just keep it clean. And this is the corner I was most worried about, but so I did go a fraction slower, but because I thought if I go off there and I get the slowdown penalty, then that is my race absolutely out of the water and just, yeah, done and dusted. But here we are, last few corners, and it's a really nice feeling. I think this race was probably the race I felt most pressured in, just purely because you've got something massive to lose if you don't keep it clean, if you don't keep it tidy, if you don't keep it on the track. Yeah, but here we are, crossing the finish line. There we have it. It was a great win, really enjoyable race, and as my team said, did us on there. So thanks for watching. Great win. Catch you in the next one.